In New York City, waiting in line is a common activity. Locals here wait at clubs, restaurants, movies, and in fact, New York might be the only place in the world where you have to wait in line just to get groceries. But waiting for church? Until recently, that was unheard of. That was until Hillsong, the multi-campus megachurch based in Australia, set up its first American offshoot in the city, taking over the well-known music venue Irving Plaza, a place more associated with rock music than worship. Now, on any given Sunday, there are 7 services throughout the day just to fit the 5,000 plus of faithful that come to worship. While Irving Plaza may not be the typical church venue, it works for this crowd. The church congregation is mostly full of young, hip people. A large part of them work in the fashion and movie industry. Lead pastor Carl Lentz wears his leather jacket most weeks, and the entire pastoral staff has multiple tattoos. It all started in 1983 when Brian and Bobby Houston started Hillsong Church in Australia. Back then, it was a congregation of 45, and now 30,000 attend in Australia on any given weekend. Since then, Hillsong has developed into 4 main locations within Australia, international locations in London, Kiev, Cape Town, Stockholm, Paris, and of course, New York City. Welcome home is the mantra of Hillsong. For those people that wait in line, it's all for the sense of family the city church boasts about.
Family doesn't only mean blood, it just means the people that can support you and love you for who you are. And coming to Hillsong, I've met people, and for 15 minutes I've spoken to them about my life, and they've spoken to me about theirs, and it's just like they've become family. And that's what home is, to have people that support you and love you for who you are, not who they want you to be.
How is it that in the middle of a city like New York, and in a dark concert venue complete with a disco ball, that a church can feel like home for a congregation? 21-year-old Tabitha Hooten has been volunteering at Hillsong since she started coming 2 years ago. She started out doing everything she could to help and now oversees a large group of volunteers.
The volunteer aspect of Hillsong is crucial to the church. 99% of the volunteers I've met at Hillsong have those servant hearts, and they set themselves aside and put other people first. And I think it's really important, especially when you have new people come in who don't know what a church is like or what a family of God is like, to really see that lived out. We didn't have volunteers at Hillsong. It would absolutely fall apart because, I mean, I don't know if many people know this, but since it is such a big church, we actually only have like 6 paid people, and they're all the pastors. The rest are all volunteers. So music, lights, outdoor volunteers, indoor volunteers, people buying the food for the snacks, everybody's a volunteer. So if we didn't have that, there would be a large part of church life missing.
Volunteers arrive early and leave late in order to make Irving Plaza feel like a home. They spend hours of their free time at church on a Sunday just to make people feel comfortable. Hot chocolate and peppermint Oreos are distributed as people connect with those that wait in line for hours just to get standing room during the service. Hillsong's meteoric rise in New York has received nationwide attention. Even CNN sent a team to figure out how Pastor Carl Lentz has been so successful with such unique circumstances.
Our church fits here because we're kind of like a group of vagabonds, some way, like out of our depth. And New York has a lot of people like that, like working hard, dreaming big, and just hoping for the best.